And lo and behold, here comes the drug mule. He's all over town. He was out here at 8 o'clock this morning. Right there he is. That's the one that stopped me at Franklin and or not the intersection, but behind the crosswalks on Franklin, going toward Redner's, and got off and acted like he was going to do something. Like, he asked me for a light, and then he said, "Oh, there's too many cops around." Under his breath, but I heard what he said. Like, what are you worried about where the cops are for? Like he was going to do something to me or something. He's the one that's been hanging around my house, moping around this neighborhood for fucking the past months. But lately, because of me, and I think he was out back on my roof last night with Wade Wilkinson, or they made the guy next door that's attached to this building get out there and see what I was up to. Because they're friends, they're all connected. They're all part of the drug ring. They're all part, they're all Wade Wilkinson's acquaintances. Wade was going to borrow an extension cord when my electric was out for me from the black guy next door, so he knows him. He knows him real well. But it didn't pan out. At that point, I think the guy told him, "We're trying to get rid of that guy. He's telling on us." You know what I mean? He's telling the landlord on us that we're out here doing this and doing that. And then Wade went, "Oh, watch this. I'll get rid of him." And that's when Wade started acting funny, crazy, stupid, retarded. And the shit just started getting deeper and deeper. So now he's got this mini bike guy involved who's stalking me around my house. And like I said, I go out all the time. I was out yesterday with my the aide from the Blind Foundation. She took me down to my bank. I was walking around. The day before that, I was out until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all up and down High Street. I went to all the stores, my usual stops. Wednesday, I went down and got lunch at the Salvation Army. I mean, I'm not avoiding these people, but they're not putting any heat on me, but they're like kids trying to intimidate. That's what it feels like to me. They're like children, and it just ain't working. If you put a gun to my head, maybe then I'll be intimidated. But other than that, this is kid shit. I'm going to call out Scott Ohm and Wade Wilkinson every time they do shit like that. So Scott Ohm's the cook. He cooks the meth. He brings it in from Berks County. He's from Berks County, I think, up near Reading somewhere. He's the chef, and Wade Wilkinson and this clown help him distribute it all over Pottstown. So there it is in a nutshell. Every time I see him, every time I make a video about it or have to, I'm forced to, I'm just going to mention that. It's Wade Wilkinson shitting up this town. Get rid of him out of the city limits and you won't have this problem. Get rid of Scott Ohm and this faggot here on the dirt bike. None of this shit would be going on. Then you can go back to catching the crackheads again, who are sitting out front here and smoking and selling it. So there you go. Okay.